Thank you for staying with us. It's still iBrandTV, and it's time to delve into the conversation for the day. President Muhammadu Buhari has congratulated the candidate of the All Progressives Congress, Biodun Oyebanji, over his electoral victory in Saturday's EKITI state governorship election. This was contained in a congratulatory message issued on Sunday by Special Advisor on Media and Publicity, Mr. Femi Adesina. Oyebanji, who is the immediate past secretary to the state government, won in 15 of the 16 local government areas of the state. He polled 187,057 votes. The president said the victory was well-deserved considering Oyebanji's contributions to the development of the states as well as the party. I'm still with us to discuss the EKITI state governorship elections in terms of the lessons learned from this and how we can move forward in strengthening our electoral process. Is Prince Adebola Adeniji Adele Jr., I beg your pardon, the National President and Executive Director of Citizens Liberation Advocacy Initiative. Thanks for staying with us.
Thank you also for staying me or having me this morning.
I almost muddled up your name. So let's EKITI state governorship polls. You were there. Let's start from you giving us, a first-hand account of what you saw.
Well, EKITI has come and gone, and let me correct an impression.
Okay.
I went there not to observe. I went there not to participate. I went there not to do anything contrary to the electoral law in EKITI state. But I went there to talk to our members who are the electorate that belongs to our association that don't collect money. That is what I went there for.
Based on the reports, that several allegations that there was massive vote buying.
We'll come to that.
Yes, that it's because of what you said.
Okay.
Those allegations, don't they negate the essence or the purpose of you traveling there in the first place? If you had spoken to the electorate, which your initiative is doing quite well, and trying to educate the electorate on the paths they have and how to go about wielding it, and yet they do not heed to your advice, don't you think?
So I want you this money.
Okay.
To help me to support me to remove the wheat from the shaft.
Okay.
We have two electorate here. The politician also are the electorate.
Oh, okay.
And there are decent, directly electorate who belongs to us. Very decent people. Then, I said to them, when they sent me some messages on phone when I was there, they said, okay, let me see the face of that person, if those such person is our members or not. Unfortunately and unfortunately, those ones are politicians electorate. So we are to clarify it. And we are going to take it to later. We are supporting all 100% with INEC. That whosoever they are arrested, that collect money, prove that he collected money.
Let's start with your general overview of the election. How did it go? Because you were present there.
See, the elections of EKITI state has made out to Boklula Shokoto and our trousers. 1, to the youth. 2, to the women. 3, to the ages. You see the 3 things I count up. That EKITI election, it gives us a prophecy of what is going to happen in the nearest future. When the sound of advocacy and enlightenment is so much turned in every state, you will see the difference. See, what shocked me there was that an old man, an old woman, above 100 years, came out in EKITI without stick to come and cast their vote. Shocked. Very shocked. Where you see some ages of 18 above 20 are playing somewhere. No.
But it was said that the voter turnout was 36.7%.
I agree. I'm still coming there.
Which is quite low.
Low, yes.
I'm coming there. What is the percentage of people who lives in EKITI itself? 3 point something million. how many people that came out there to register? 900 plus.
900,000 plus.
Okay. But the people that came out to accredit themselves, how many? See, that's why we are saying
363,000.
I'm just you put it to the mouth. That's why I'm just giving this to you. That the way we are deceiving ourselves in this country, or the way we have not prepared ourselves in this country, is giving us this consign. Now, why are we going to get 50% of this? And when people who came out to exercise their franchise were not enough to the percentage of people who are living there. See, that's the only percentage you can get. Somebody who have won, if it is one, you are used to win one local government, and somebody has now won 15 local government out of 16. So what else? See, it is not today that somebody will win an election that another party will not go to court. Even from local government, from House of Rep, from Senate, from presidency. So it is majorly in this country. It is only when we have an election in 1993, which is Hope 93 of MKO and KGB. That time, all those people that contest of that time are the ones that take it by faith.
Yes.
But how would you adjudge? I want to hear your judgment of this election. Would you adjudge it free and fair?
Of course. If INEC did not condemn it, how should I condemn it? It's INEC, the empire of that election. I embrace it. And in as much that there are some a place in this country where they make the election inconclusive, where they adjourn the election because of the rancors or some in one of the local government that make them not to announce the result. But what has made INEC to come together? And the beauty of this, we will always support the INEC. Let me tell you, INEC they are improving every blessed day in each of the local government before you know what happened. And that's what makes this EKITI election be credible. Before you know what happened, in that polling unit, they send your result to the server.
Electronic transmission, yes.
Okay? Then, those agencies see that what they put down is what they sent, not another one. So, the trailings of riggings is reducing a little. Because it's reducing a bit. But
there were reports that there was also a case of ballot box snatching in one local government.
That is one of the contenders. That is one thing that is baffling us. We had it there. That why should do that? So it is not meant for people around that area. And the police, what is the job of the security in that place?
No, he was eventually nabbed, but I'm just saying that it was
in the first place. In the first place, that's why they put police there. That's why they put the other agency, the security agencies there, for such thing not to happen. So by putting that one down that somebody snatched something, or that ballot paper, or that ballot, it is out of sort or out of. So the security around that area also needs to be queried.
Beyond the allegation of ballot snatching, the media was also awash with videos circulating where beyond the vote buying, there were illegal thumbprinting where in a particular residence you had several people there, and the security operatives raided the building and arrested those.
There were also videos of underage
voting as well. So how can you say that the election, based on your own account as an eyewitness, was credible, free and fair if we've had all of these things?
You see, there is no place. In as much we are not thumbprinting directly online, or we are not sending our voting online.
Online, okay.
Things like this should surely not ought to happen.
Ought
to happen.
Okay.
Means that in as much whatever the printer or the thumbprint was not counted, and they have been arrested, and law will take care of that.
You were saying it ought to happen, meaning it's okay for it to happen?
No, ought not to happen.
No,
ought not to happen. But in as much that it happens, and it was not counted, and the security officers nab them or arrest them, I think that's the beauty of it. That is why the police officer is supposed to be there. See, to navigate this, the Nigerians themselves must purge out from their mind that this, what I'm going to do, is it featuring in the eyes of Nigerians? That if they begin to hear my name, what will happen? Because those who have been doing it since the democracy started, I've not seen the one they have taken to court and sentenced to somehow. I've not seen one. So, what are they calling it? The deterrents have not shown in the heads of someone who they have nabbed of doing such things like that.
Okay, did you see the emergence of APC? Did you see it coming?
It depends of. I see it coming, but it's not as 100% as it's now. I thought the PDP, which is where Ayo Fayose stays, is going to use his strength. If you look at what happened now,
but PDP even came distant third,
yeah.
considering the fact that their votes were already split between the SDP and the PDP.
You don't count that one as third. Somebody who have not won one local government. The INEC recognizes local government. I think if to say now that the SDP and APC were in tally of the local government, they have 16. Let's assume that the PDP has 7 local government, and the SDP has 7 local government.
Okay.
That's how many?
14.
14 plus. Now left with 2.
So,
that PDP has that too. You now see the contenders between that the SDP and the APC. But today, nothing like that. The SDP has just only 1 local government, while the APC has 15 local government. So it's strange coming that one of them will go to court. Don't you see?
Shagoni has said he's going to court.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. What make Fayose did not go to court?